Today is an exciting day for me because my last video was only 6 months ago, not 12. Hooray! Today is also an exciting day because of a special project I've been working on for a little while now. And this project is special because it involves you. Do you know how to read? Do you know how to type? Do you know Wings of Fire? If the answer to any of those questions is yes, then I am honored to introduce you to Wings of Fire Wiki, the unofficial wiki for official Wings of Fire content. Now, there's probably at least a little bit of confusion, so let me explain. For many years, the Wings of Fire canon wiki on Fandom has existed and is currently the most popular, most complete, and most active wiki of Wings of Fire information. This is not that. Of course, I hear you asking, why in the world do we need two wikis, and what's the difference between them? Great question, rhetorical viewer that I imagine is you. The original Wings of Fire wiki that everyone knows and loves is hosted by Fandom Incorporated, which is why I will refer to it as the Fandom Wiki. When I say it's hosted by Fandom, I mean that the Fandom company owns and operates the computer that has the wiki. On their computer, which is a fancy type of computer called a web server, they set up all the coding and complicated behind-the-scenes stuff so that you don't have to figure that all out. So Fandom built this cool website that lets users create wikis without the hassle of actually configuring the complicated underlying stuff. This is really neat and puts wiki creation in the hands of people who otherwise wouldn't have the means to do it. However, this wiki hosting service that Fandom runs has significant costs associated with it. There's the cost of the web server itself, the cost of all the hard drives for storing articles and images, the cost of the internet bandwidth that lets you access the site, among other technical costs, and the costs of running a business in general, like employees and lawyers and stuff. These bills have to be paid somehow. Of course, they can't just add a paywall to creating a wiki. The whole reason Fandom is popular is because you don't pay any money. So instead, Fandom pays these costs using advertising. A lot of advertising. If you take this screenshot of a wiki page without scrolling, 18.73% is just blank space, 9.58% is the Fandom navigation, 3.8% is Fandom promotion, 13.5% is the wiki navigation, 45.03% is advertising, and only 9.69% is the article itself. Isn't that kind of annoying? There are privacy concerns too that I won't get too much into, but I do want to mention customization. Fandom wikis are customizable with colors and background images and the wiki logo, but beyond that, you're pretty much locked into Fandom's single skin. Don't even get me started on extensions. Now, I want to make it clear that I have an immense amount of respect for the administrators and contributors of the Fandom wiki. They strive and do very well to have the most complete and accurate information on Wings of Fire, and they have succeeded. I have personally used it on lots of occasions for this channel and Wings of Fire: The New World. This project is not because I don't like Wings of Fire Fandom Wiki. It's because I want to bring a more comfortable and completely independent wiki for the Wings of Fire community. So, how is this different? Well, instead of the web server being managed and paid for by the Fandom company, it's managed and paid for by me. I bought the domain, I bought a web server, installed the MediaWiki software, configured it, configured the network, configured email, and I even made these graphics for it too. Wings of Fire Wiki will never feature advertising or sell your personal data. The second advantage is that because this is our own space, we get to make up our own rules. We can make the wiki look like this, or this, or this, or really whatever we want. And that's just the skin. Extensions open up a whole realm of possibilities. Check out these link pop-outs like on Wikipedia. Now, we can have all the cool extensions we want, but a wiki is not a proper wiki without some articles. This is where I need your help. It has been incredible to see 13 registered users and more than 500 edits in the first few days, and a few pages are getting pretty close to being full quality. But there's still a lot of work to do, and it would take ages for us to do it alone. If you know Wings of Fire in and out, or you want a good reason to do a reread, we need you to write content for new or unfinished pages. And if you're really good at writing and grammar rules, even if you're not a Wings of Fire expert, we need people who can revise pages and make them grammatical and easy to read. Or, if you like the technical stuff, I would love to have you work on the wiki templates to make the jobs of editors easier and the reading experience more consistent. And finally, even if you don't think you can do any of that, you can still help our cause by sharing the project with other Wings of Fire fans, either this video or the website wingsoffire.wiki. I wholeheartedly believe that we can do truly great things when we come together with our own unique skills to build something. If you want to get involved, please head over to wingsoffire.wiki and create an account. There's a contribution guide with everything you need to know, but don't get too hung up on it. If you make a mistake, it's super easy for someone else to fix it or undo it. If you have any questions, send a comment and I'll do my best to answer them all. Also, if you've used the Fandom Wiki before, what were you looking for? Info about a certain character? A book? A picture? I'd like to know. I'm Bog the Mudwig. I hope you learned something, and I'll see you next time.